So Tkinter is like one more library which will actually like useful for making a graphical interface. Okay, like through this, like we can create a window and create buttons and pop-ups and so on, like something in that way. So we use Tkinter for that. Let me show you an example of that. Okay, so let me directly get some code and run on top of Tkinter window sample. Okay, basic Tkinter. Let me take one of sample example and directly also on top of it. Okay, and I think this is a nice tutorial to start. So see, let's run this and check like what we'll be getting. So this is a default library which will be available in Python. Okay, so Python Tkinter GUI. So if you can see here, we got we created this code. This particular code is nothing just that window equal to tk. Tk is actually a library within the Tkinter. So instead of writing Tkinter dot tk, if you do like this, so what this import will do is like it will automatically import all the libraries what are within Tkinter. Okay, so all the sub libraries what are within Tkinter. So you can use it like this. So tk common, or in case if you want to use like just like how we used to do before, you can do it like import Tkinter. Okay, and then you can use like this Tkinter.tk, something like this. These are two different ways like you can use your library. So you wrote here like welcome to, okay, welcome to this app. Okay, so that text will appear at this level. If you drag it, you can see. Okay, so let me run it again. So see, now I kept it like Tkinter and then did like this till it was, see, welcome to this app. Okay, so let's go further in the tutorial. So what happens is this main loop, window dot main loop. This main loop is actually a kind of infinite loop which will run. So this will keep running. This window will keep running in an infinite loop. This is a functionality within this Tkinter itself. It won't be, this dot main loop won't be available in all the functionalities. So let's add like few more things. Let me copy a few more things. Okay, like we'll, in case we want to add a text at this level. So this is a code. So let me jump further to add like few other things as well. So yeah. So previously, whatever is there, let me copy only few buttons, few code here. Okay, after title, what I'm doing is, so in this dot geometry, this will actually give you window size. And after that, this label is a text like what you want to add inside the window. And you have to specify where exactly your text should be. And similarly, you can also use a button. So, okay, so, and let's run and see like what it will do. Okay, so so all these label and button, these are functionalities within Tkinter. So you have to use Tinker dot label, something like that. So just to avoid using Tinker all the time, so a shortcut would be to use like this. Okay, this will directly give you import the libraries whatever you are importing at this level. So these are all available. Like you can use it directly without using Tinker dot. Okay, so let's use it the same way. See, if you see here, so earlier the window size, let me comment this line of code. Let me run it. See, if you see now window size is different, right? So, but here in case if you can keep like this, so you have like more width and then a little height. Okay, so is it same? Yes, like this window has like more width and somewhat like okay height. So this is what it is, and like here the label grid like what we are given is column 0, row 0. So which was this like 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 2, something like this. So this is first row, and you are adding elements at this level. So that is what button you see like row 0, column 1. In case you want it at like row 1, okay. So let's do like this: row 1, column 1. See, this 0, 0, 0, 1, right? Similarly, row 1, column 0, row 1, column 1. And if you are clicking here, see, you are able to click, right? So if usually if you can see in GUIs, like in case if you click, it will execute something, right? So similarly, we have to link some function call to this button. So how we can do? Let's proceed further. I think next step will be done. Okay, before that, they also added few what you say colors to this. So let's see what will happen if you add those colors here. So just to the button, if you add this.
Hey, are you recording this?
Yeah, yeah. See, if you see, the text was in red color and background of the text, like the button is in orange color, right? So if you see BG is like background color and foreground is the text, right? So that is in red color. So similarly, you can use whatever combination you want. Let me keep it like background as white and text as like black. That was the usual scenario what we will use. See, right? So this is how it came. So similarly, you can also modify the font size and other things. So let's go to something else. Okay? So I'm adding like a function here. I'll tell you what this will do. Okay, so it's like let me okay label dot function. Okay, so what I'm trying to do here is let's create a new label, and this will be I'll keep it like same like this. Okay, so okay, in my window I want to keep it at another place. Okay, then this should be it. After creating a window, so I'm actually like I'm doing slightly different than what they have done shown the. So this new label let me keep it in second row, column 0. Okay, and this is a window, and you are calling like returning back this one. Okay, not required all this. So because it's within the window, so no issue. This will be accessible here, right? So let's see what will happen. So I have defined a function where it will show something like this. Okay, so the next step is let me write this as status text. So okay, so once you click this button, in case if you want some function to like be called, so you can use this command and then keep it called here. Okay, so what will happen here is because of this, let's see. Okay, so just let me define it down. Just that. Okay, column zero. Where is it? Call. Let me put it in row zero, right? So initially, let's say there is no text. Text is empty. No idle. Let's put status as idle. Okay. So this will actually. Okay, this is a text which I'm showing over there. So let this be the function here, which I'm defining. Okay, and let's say we are calling it over there. So let's see what will happen. Okay, so some error at what level it is. Yeah, it's text is like small t. See here. So now the status is idle. Let's see if we click here, what will happen. See, button was clicked, right? So what is happening here is, so initially this column zero label zero we got hello, and similarly status text like which was in row 2 column 0, which was this 0 row, 1 row, second row. So there the status is idle. So and we have defined a function. Let's go there while it is executing. So there is also a button at like row 101, row 1 column 1, which was here. So and once you click it, so this is the function which it will call. So it calls this function and says like it will modify this text. Status text is a label, right? So I'm passing using that here. So what it is saying is in that it is changing the text to button is clicked. Okay, so that is what is happening. Okay, so this is about it. So let's add like few more functionalities quickly. So let me entry. Yeah, we can also see some kind of entry buttons. Let me add this as well. Okay, so this one I'll be adding it to row 101, and then so what entry actually is, let me show it here. Wow, did I put row 101? Yeah, row 1 column 0. So it came on top of that, right? So if you see here we will be able to enter something. Okay, that is a text. So that is what this entry button is. This is all these are like within Tkinter itself. Okay, so let's skip it more. So in case you enter something, okay, so it's like just like if you remember, there will be like browse and then you can select a path, something like that, right? So and whatever you enter the path here should be accessible. So for such kind of things, what you can do is, so let's see here they have modified a few things. Okay, so how they have done it here is like this text dot get, right? So if this is there, so let me take the whole thing. Okay, that's still fine. Okay, so it's same thing, like just that I'm instead of always copying the entire thing, I'll be. So let's see now, like what will happen. See, hello, click me is there, right? So if I enter something here, okay, open, okay, and I click here. So welcome to open. It's like enter your name, something like this, okay? So let me put enter your name, and then the next part, let me give it somewhere down, which was just like status text, like what we gave earlier. So let me use the same and status idle. So actually, you can use this to run few of your programs and always show the status like how it is running at this level somewhere, right? So for that purpose, like we can use this status. Okay, so and let me also give this a label. So let's see what will happen now. I have slightly changed the code. See, now the status is edit. Enter your name. So I entered ML study. Okay, click here. So welcome to ML study. Something like this. Like you have a change here, right? So you can do it that way. So what is happening here is what you have entered in this txt enter. In case we want to access the text there, entry over there, so you can do dot get. Okay, so this is how you can do. And similarly, in case if you want to change that whatever you have entered over there, you can do dot set. So usually we will reset, clear those buttons, right? Like whatever we have entered, in case after clicking it, usually we clear it. So that is one more thing. So let me do forward. Okay, combo box is one more thing. So let's add this as well. Okay, so I'll add it on top of this as well. So click me, put it in a row somewhere down. Okay, so I'm adding like some more buttons. So which was comma with and row is 2 is over, right? 3. So this time row is 3. Let me put it as row 8. Combo box is not defined. So combo box comes with slightly different package. So which was .ttk combo box. If you use, then it will work. Okay, so let's try it. Oof. Uh, let me use the same import whatever is done. Yeah, now I don't have to use this directly like this, so I can use like this. See, if you see, there is a drop down which we are able to get. Okay, so this drop down is because of this combo box. So this drop down is actually because of combo box here. So what values you mention at this level, so those values you will be able to select it. Okay, so this is the one, and by default, so usually let's say we'll be having something like select values, right? This is how we used to have, right? And then current 0 means like it will take the 0th index value of this list. So let's see how it has run. Let me close this. Okay, see, like select values and you drop down. and you'll be able to select it. Okay, and to access like what has been selected, how let's write it in status. This click status. So this status, let's use it to show. Okay, so when it is clicked earlier, what we did, like we have added that taken the text what is entered in that, right? Similarly, we can also like call this combo box once you have selected this some element, like you can show it in this text. Okay, let me add that as well. Okay, once it is clicked, status is this one, welcome. Let me show something else like other than welcome. Selected, and then this combo dot get. Let's see if we will be able to get this or not. We'll go to result, so it will. Oh, okay, so let's see if we are able to get. I have selected 4 and click me. So see, status selected 4. Okay, so this is one more thing you'll be able to get. I'm moving down the status to some row below, some 7 or something. So likewise, you can, there are like many options to play with. So selected to something like this, okay? So you can play with those and make a proper apply. I'm skipping down to last so that I can, okay, there is one more thing. Let me see this as well. So there is one more thing like check button. So which was like this. So this is 3. Let me add it in 4. I'm moving this code as per the rows where we keep it, because it will be easy for us to change the row numbers where we are adding like few more elements. So let's see what this will do. Okay, so there is a check button. So what this check button will do is, so here you see you can do this checking, right? So that is also available here. So and that particular state you can again access it with like dot get this level. So this check state is where actually check button text and then variable is like check state. So we are defining variable as a boolean value, which means like true or false, and then we are linking this particular button to this check state. So what happens is, in case we want to use this, you can take like get value by using this variable. So let's add that part as well in this result. Okay, so let me add, instead of adding it to previous result, whatever you have. So I am putting like check dot add, and let me have it here. Okay, plus I am using dot format, so that if it is, because like this is a different format, right? So it should be able to take it. So let's select value first and then choose. I'm removing it and click. This selected 4. Let me add choice is false. Like I did not add it. Now it will come in. So this is one more way. Like now I've kept it by selected. So now if you click, see, choice is true, selected is true. Okay, so I want it in a new line. You can do it by keeping a new line. Where is this button? Okay. So you'll be getting in multiple lines, all these things. Okay. See, see, like this. So we can do such kind of things. So let me jump further quickly to. So similarly, there are radio button, which will be like a kind of select what we are doing. So let's add that as well. I'll do it quite quickly. So, it is 4, right? So let me add it in 6, 7, 8. Oh, these are of same rows, right? So okay, so sixth row. I am adding like in the column 1, column 2, column 3. So what that will do, let's see. See, like choose. You can also do it like this. In case if you want to add a text in between, you can use like what we used before, like label, right? So one of these. Okay. So if you give like some name which is relevant, it will be better. So let me put in row 5. So mostly like there are, see, you can see, choose one of these and then you are able to choose. So, and this again, like you can get which one you have selected. See, you can select this and this information again you can get by using dot get, and you will be getting like certain value for each. So let me not go into that again, like it will be similar. So and again, in case if you click that, right, so you can link it with some command here. So previous, let me link there as well. So you can write different functions for each, and like in case that function will execute for this function will execute for this, something like this. Okay, you can do some such things. I'm not doing it now. Like let me leave it there. So and also variable select. So okay, so in case if you want to access that values, right? So how you can do is, so this is a variable which they are defining and linking this variable this level. So just like in check button, we are linking this check state variable to this button value, right? Similarly, for this radio button, we can link this check state. So if you see here, so variable equal to select. Okay, let me put the same here. So command click is okay. So in command clicked, I'm also adding this variable status. So let me also add one more button selected. Okay, now I'm adding this selected at this level. Okay, so let's clicked is not defined. Oh, okay, this is down, so I have to keep it on top because this clicked is not defined at this level. So usually I keep it in a class so that this order wouldn't matter. So see here. So one, okay. So choose, I'm not selecting, and I'm selecting second here. See, selected is one, choose is false, like you did not tick it, and the selected radio button is two, which was assigned here. The value is two here. Okay. So like this. So I'm skipping further, like there's like too many here. So scroll test is just to in case if you want to have a bigger text which will have kind of scrolling here. So that you can do it like this using this scroll text. And okay, these are all. Yeah, in case if you want a pop-up, this is the way to do. So okay, so let's try this. Okay. So I'm actually like importing this message box. Okay, so I'm using one more like function, create pop-up. Okay, and you can give like title what you want, pop-up window. Let me say thanks for you, so something like this. Okay, and let me call this pop-up with a new button here. I'm adding like one more button, which I will say like, okay, something like click get pop-up, some show info, let's say like help. Okay, so usually we can give a help window here. At least before this. Okay, so this is help. Let me put it help button. So instead of row 8, I'll put it in column 1. So okay, open and close. So I'll directly put this help. Okay, thanks for viewing. See, you got a pop-up window. Thanks for viewing. You can also write some instructions at this level. So in this text, instead of this text, you can write some instructions. Select this for this. Select something for this, something like that. And if you click on help, like usually, that will you will know those information, and accordingly you can click these things. Such kind of things you can do. Okay, so let me quickly go to last. Like there are like so many things available, but anyway you won't be using it, so I'll just show it from here. So this pin box is something like this, where you can do up and down and select increment and decrement the values. So from 1 2 is available. Okay, so this is about this. And progress bar is something like this. So let me go further. So in case we are doing some kind of installation or something, right? So you'll be getting this progress bar, so that you can actually create by using this horizontal progress bar, and you can set the value by bar dot value equal to 70. So it is 70% at this level. So you can modify this value with the function your code by keeping different value, and it will get updated accordingly. Okay, this is about progress bar. Yeah, I actually want to open this, come to this level. So let's do this part. Okay, it wouldn't take like much time. I will be closing it soon. So okay, let me add before status. Okay, so
1 minute left, Raju.
yeah. Let's join with second meeting then. Okay, so actually I want to show you this. So let's copy this over here. So which was file dialog. Similarly, there is one more thing I'll show both at a time. So open file. File dialog would be enough for both, right? Okay. Ask there. Yeah. So this would be enough. So let me see what we are able to see there. Okay. So I'm closing this. So here, what I'm trying to do is like I'm using this library which was inside Tkinter. So which it will be like which is like file dialog dot ask open file name. Okay. So let me create a button. First, let me enter some text, like create a label button. So I'll show you what this will do. File label. I'll give this name here. Uh, choose your file. Okay, so I'm keeping it at status 7, row 7, sorry. You have 8. So all these buttons will go at like 12, let's say, put it at 12. Status as well, put it at 11. Okay, now see what you'll be getting here. So I am also keeping a button at this level. Okay, let me put a button as well. I'm copying it from above. Where is this button? It's down, right? Yeah, this one. Click me. So I want to keep a similar button at this level, where in the same row and column 2. It's okay. So I clicked on browse. Okay. So once I click there, I want some function to get executed. So let me write the function. Okay. I kept a function name as select function, select file, and I am defining that function here. So let's see, I'm printing, let me also put it in status. So the status comes before, I should define it before so that I can use it. So, okay. So in this, I am printing, instead of print, it will print it here, right? So in command prompt. So let me use this on the status itself, just like how we have used it for this result. Similarly, I want something to be printed at this level. So what result it already has, I'm copying the entire thing. Okay, so what I'm trying to do here is let whatever result it already has, the status, let me add this result to previously whatever is there, I'm just removing it. So dot get. Okay, so this will actually have this text here. So, and then to the text, what I'm doing is selected file is, and then I am adding this file. Okay, this is direct variable. You don't have to use dot get, I guess. Let's see in case we get an error. So let me run this. So if you see, choose your file and you got browse. Okay, let me click on this browse. See, like this has opened a folder here, so which will have like so many things from where you can select something. Okay, so let me select one of the drive here. So I'm selecting it. It's actually expecting a file, not a folder. So let me select some file. Okay, some code file, day one, let's say this intro. You can see here we got some errors. It doesn't have dot get. Okay, so how about text? So let's do it again one more time. So click on browse. I'm clicking on this. So okay, it doesn't have .x. Okay, so, I'll remove this. Let me keep it like result equal to nothing, just an empty string, and run it. So okay, let me do this now. So I've selected this. So what happened is label. Oh, sorry, this is this. So result before assignment. So I'm using it here, right? Why is that? Oh, I kept it results. Last try. I guess like this time it was okay. So cool. So finally, we got it here. So if you see in the status, it was showing something like this, like you have selected this file. Right, this is the path, right, which we have selected. So we are able to get that. So let's also add a close button. Instead of closing from there, we can also add a close button, close window, and this window we can close it by window dot destroy. So this will close, but like let's add this close button here. Column 3, close, and I'm calling this function now here, which I would say close button. Okay. Wow. Okay. I should define it before, right? So let me define it here. See, there is one more button, close here. Let me click on it. See, it has closed. So that is what will happen at this level. So yeah. So that is more about like function. Like there are like many other. Similarly, you can filter if you see this type here. So let's also use this. So you may have also seen this kind of thing in many GUIs. So instead of this, I'm adding file types. So actually, like I'm trying to filter out here using this file types. So what? So there may be a chance that like you want only some specific file extensions instead of all, right? So such kind of things you can filter out. See here, uh, you got like text files or all files, right? So text file, you might have come across this kind of thing, right? So maybe you only want the CSV file to be selected from this level. So you can put a filter as .csv. Let me close it here. So just this text file, or you can give kind of description to that, and then CSV file. Okay, and put .csv. So what it does is it automatically filters that level. You can see from this side. So okay, so okay, am I? Oh yeah, I did not comment this, right? So that is the reason it was showing both. So I was actually confused why it has showed that. So let me run it one more time. Okay, so click on browse. It will be showing like this. Okay, so it did not, only if you press all files, it will show that dot file, like, or else like just filtered out. So let me see where I can find CSV. See, I am able to find the CSV here, and I uploaded it. So it has selected this path. It has come. Okay, I am clicking on close. Okay, so such kind of things. Similarly, let me do this one small part and end this session. So just like a file, there is also an option to use a directory. So let me do that. For the same thing, I'm adding a directory here. So nothing else changes, just that this file will become directory. let it be generic selected path. Yeah, similarly, same thing I can use it here. Okay, so okay, let's try what this will do. Like, but we need to select folder. Right? This directory will actually ask a folder to be selected instead of a file. So let me do that. Folder button. Okay, so similarly, folder button, and you have a folder button here. Let me put it as file button. And click on, let me write it as select folder and add this folder uh, function calling at this level. Wow, it has why did it automatically open? Yeah, this is because of this. Like I kept it here, so without running any code, it automatically executed that line because I added it. So okay, now if you see, it has replaced that because let me browse. I kept it in the same row name head, so that will be an issue. So keep it in a different. Nothing at row 8, right? Okay, so you can continue. Okay, cool. So you can see here choose folder is there. If I click on this, it is asking for a folder. You can see here, it will only ask to select a folder rather than a file. See, right now selected. Okay, I wrote the description as file, but we are able to get a folder at this level. Selected path, that it will be generic now. Okay, so this is about Tinker. So I think there are like many other things just like this. So I'll give you this page link where you can just like file menu. You might have seen these, right? So in case you want to add such kind of things, still you will be able to do by using this menu function. So and like what labels you want, you can add it like this. And in case you click on it, like what it should open. So that also you can. So like this, you can see here add command new, and then that will, if you click on it, it can call a function. So all these things you will be able to do here. So this is like one more level, like creating two windows at a time. So that is also nothing but same way, like no, not much difference. So this is all about Tinker. So actually there are many more functionalities here, but like you can, I think like many are covered. There are very few other as well, but you won't be needing like most of these, right? So mostly these are the functions like what we'll be using, right? So in case if you want to run your program on something or and select like what kind of mode it should run, you can select among these, and also some kind of values if you want to give in hand before in hand, and the data path you can select it from this way. So something like that. So all those things you will be able to do. So mostly these things would be enough for like like doing whatever you want to do. In case if it is something else, again you can refer our Tinker documentation and then use those. Okay, so this is about Tinker. If you see here, like this here, it is done in kind of a class. Okay, so but we made it directly. So if you make it actually as a class, then it will be much better, because if you see, for calling a function, I need to call define these things should be defined before I call. So some kind of issues like that are there. So if you make it class, you can make all those as self dot, and then you can access it anywhere. See, if you see here, all these labels are made self dot like this, and you are able to access it in other functions as well easily. So that is one advantage if you make these as kind of classes. So even I usually do it this way. So this will be better. Okay. So I'm not going into this, but just I want to show you. Yeah, this is about Tkinter. Okay. So yeah, I'll share this files with you through the course content, course page. So you can have a look at it later.